Good afternoon. My name is Bethany Rubin Henderson, and I am Executive Director of DC Scores. And I know, Council Member, you're quite familiar with our organization, our impact, and especially the 11 schools we work in Ward 7. I'm here today to talk about the important role of the DC Trust to children and families in DC, and particularly those we serve. Study after study confirms what we are seeing in our own students, that after-school programs like DC Scores are critical to the health and well-being of all children, and especially the at-risk and vulnerable children the Trust focuses on supporting and empowering. But what you may not know is that the after-school programs funded by the Trust also have the power to change teachers and entire school cultures. Each year we hire more than 150 teachers from both DCPS and public charter schools to work with our students as writing and soccer coaches. We train them all both in our curriculum and positive youth development practices. Those teachers repeatedly tell us that being part of DC Scores fundamentally changes for the better, not only students' academic, physical health, and well-being outcomes, but also teachers' own relationships with students and their parents and families, teachers' feelings about their profession, and the entire school culture. The Trust plays an essential role in supporting the entire DC youth development community. As an entity with the ability to bring in and leverage national money on behalf of the sector, as a grant maker seeding and sustaining local youth development organizations, and as a provider of essential youth development training. Now at DC Scores, we actually require every new staff member to take the Trust's youth development training, and I got to tell you, when I took it, I was really blown away. It was fantastic, both the content and the quality. It's amazing. DC Scores has received funding from the Trust practically since the Trust's inception. Trust funding has been essential to our ability to serve the district's most vulnerable children and families. Over a decade ago, Trust money helped us expand from a few elementary schools to elementary campuses across the district. 8 years ago, Trust funding helped us launch a middle school program at 5 schools, so we could continue to serve our students through 8th grade. We now serve more than 600 middle schoolers on 16 campuses. Trust funding has made it possible for us to run free summer soccer and art camps, helping stave off the summer physical fitness and academic slumps common among low-income student populations. Trust funding also has supported individual schools. Currently, pursuant to the 3-year grant we are under, Trust funding is enabling 40 students at Marie Reed Elementary and Brightwood Elementary to participate in DC Scores, and in past years, Trust funding has directly supported our work at Burrville in Ward 7. The FY16 budget allocation for the Trust, we worry, is not even enough to allow the Trust to honor its existing commitments to DC's children and families, let alone support summer programs in 2016. Like the other grantees who've testified before me, the Trust has advised us that because of the FY16 budget allocation, up to half of us may not receive the monies promised for FY16, and the rest may see their amounts reduced. This outcome would be devastating, not just for the expanded learning provider community, which is already reeling from the cuts affecting after-school and DCPS's budget, but for the children and families of DC who benefit the most from after-school and who rely on organizations like DC Scores to provide consistent, safe, supportive, nurturing, and enriching high-quality programs while parents are working. So on behalf of all the children and families we serve, I urge this committee to sufficiently fund the Trust this year and beyond. Thank you.